What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Gunmeister. Today, before we get started, I had a couple things I want to tell you about. One, we have our Meister merch available now, which is basically like our t-shirts and stuff like that. The other thing I was going to tell you is we're now on Patreon. So if you guys want to help support the Gunmeister channel, check out our merchandise or think about becoming a patron. We'd really appreciate it. All of those proceeds go right back in the channel and they help us pay for the videos we make for you guys. Today we're going to be checking out a really cool gun. This is the KelTec Sub 2000. Now this gun weighs about 4 pounds, but it's got some really unique features to it, and I feel like they're kind of ahead of their time, and I want to show you about them. First of all, this gun folds in half. Basically, you just pull this lever up, this guy folds right back, just like that. And what's really great about that is once it's this small, it's easy to put in like a backpack on the side of your backpack in a little duffel bag. If you want to take it hiking or out in the woods, excellent, excellent choice. To take it back open, there's a little lever right here you just pull on, and it clicks right open. So the sights right here are peep sights. Basically, you got the peep right here, and then you've got the post up here. Now the post up here can be adjusted for elevation, and there's a big screw right here that you can adjust for windage. So the sights on this are fully adjustable. With that being said, there's one thing you need to know. This has a Picatinny rail on the top where you could put a scope or you could put a red dot or something like that. The problem with that is if you do that, you're going to take away the ability for this to close at all. So it kind of defeats the purpose. So with this gun, I kind of feel like, for me, I would just assume get efficient with the peep sights. That way I can keep it foldable and compact. On the bottom of this, there's a full-length Picatinny rail as well. I just went ahead and put the Magpul angled foregrip on it, just because it feels a little bit better for me like that. This will take the Glock 19 magazines, okay? So if you have a Glock 19, you can take the mag that fits right in there, and it's going to fit right in this gun. That includes the larger capacity ones, like this one here, no problem. So if you already have a Glock 19, you probably have a bunch of mags laying around. You'll have extra mags for this, although it does come with one. This is actually a really good feature because if this is folded up in your backpack and you have your sidearm, which is a Glock 19, you only need 1 box of bullets and theoretically 2 mags or even 1 mag to run them both. The charge handle on this is a little bit whack. And I don't want to say it's bad, but it's different because it's right down here on the bottom and it reciprocates back and forth. The other thing I'll tell you is when you shoot your last round, it doesn't hold open. But it does have a bolt hold open, which you pull this up and you flip it up to the side, it will hold your bolt open for you. Which is kind of cool because when you want to go to shoot it, you put your new mag in, you smack it down, and you're good to go. So with all that being said, let's go check this gun out, let's run it, and let's see how it does. Come on. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a test here. What we're going to do is test the accuracy of this guy. We'll go left to right, and then right to left, and see how she does. Here we go. It's actually really accurate. It feels really good. I will say this though, for a 9mm, it feels really snappy. And I'm not saying it's hurting your shoulder, but you can feel that you're shooting. It's really great. That's the other thing, guys. Remember, there's no hold open on your last round, so you'll go click and it won't fire, then you know you're empty. Here's one thing I want to show you, because one of the questions I had was, what happens if you have a round in the chamber and you try to fold it open? What does that do? Okay, so I just chambered a round. Okay, I got it on safe. So I'm going to open this up and see what it does. See that? It won't open. So you can't open this gun if it's got a round chambered in it. Good to know. So that was pretty cool. We know it's reliable. Let's go ahead and put it through the 100-yard test. Let's back up to 100 yards, see what she can do. All right, guys, so we're back 100 yards, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this on center mass. One thing I'm going to tell you is that you can get the Glock standard 31-round mag. Will work in these, no problem. But the other thing I was going to tell you is that since I've owned this gun, and this is the honest truth, I have never had a failure to feed or a failure to eject. Not one time, all right? So let's go ahead and see if we can put these on target, see how this guy does at 100 yards. it's kind of hard for me to see with these peep sights just because it's a black on black. So it might be a good idea to put a little contrast on the end of that sight post. So that seems to be hitting pretty good. And I'll tell you what, for a backpack or a trail gun, this is plenty because you're probably never going to need this at 100 yards. But if you do, it's good to know it can do it. That's awesome. This might not be the ideal choice for a tactical gun, but I will tell you this. This is a great gun if the shit hit the fan kind of thing, because it's very reliable, it's accurate, but it could work. And the thing I like about this gun too is it's kind of flexible, meaning it's not real picky on ammo. And I want to show you something else. This is a Glock 23 mag. The magazine is set up for 40 caliber. I've loaded the 9mm into this magazine, okay? This is not ideal, but if worst came to worst and this is the only mag you had and this is the only gun, I want to show you that this will still run it. Check it. It's pretty freaking awesome, guys. As far as rapid fire getting on target, it's not so bad. One thing I will tell you though, this trigger is definitely not like a competition trigger. The trigger has a wall, but it's almost like a second stage. It's a little squishy. Then you hit the wall and then it's click. The reset is semi-audible, but it's pretty far forward. And then back to that, you hit the wall and then click. It's almost like the trigger that's on like the High Point 995. It's not a bad trigger, but it's by no means a precision target trigger. With that being said, guys, I think it's time to spice it up a little. Let's go see what we can do. Guys, you know we hate appliances. We've come to that special moment on the Gunmeister where it's time for a little penetration test. But today, we're gonna do a little penetration test on an old TV. Let's see what it does. Well, guys, that was pretty cool, but not what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can do a little better. All right, guys, so we got the Gunmeister recycling center set up. Let's go ahead and do a little recycling. Well, that's a little better. I kind of like that one. One of those, just a sweet little bang. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So far, so good with the KelTec Sub 2000. We've shown its accuracy. We've shown its reliability, its ability to dispatch used appliances. Let's put it through the final pace, which is an FSU. Let's see what we can do. I'd say this thing does pretty good on the FSU. Got a few more in here. Let's just go ahead and dump them. Very nice gun. I like it. I feel like it's a winner. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the Gunmeister. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, happy shooting. We'll see you guys next time on the Gunmeister. Probably gonna need to pick up a fire extinguisher too.
You're not doing that around me again. Holy shit.
Well, next time something's flying at you, you gotta get out of the way.